Hey loves, welcome back to my channel. It is 4:24 a.m. and I wanted to film a first impressions for you guys, and I figured what better way to do it than right before I go to work or right as I'm getting ready for work, and then talk to you guys, you know, at the end of the day so that I can give you guys like my full like first true impressions for the day. Now I know some people don't like first impressions because, you know, things do change. Some people just end up liking products that they normally don't like, and some people end up hating products that they loved like right off the back. So I know how this goes and you guys know how this goes. I'm usually really honest, so if there's something that I end up like not liking, I will speak on it at another time. So I got my Colourpop order in the mail finally. I ordered this the day of release for these concealers, and I picked up highlighters. So I love Colourpop cosmetics. I did hear that they're going to be selling at Sephora now. Some of you guys have heard me say that I don't shop at Sephora or Ulta anymore, but that story time is to come hopefully soon. I would just still probably keep purchasing from this website. I don't mind. I didn't like that this last order took me forever, but whatever, it is what it is. But anyway, I picked up one of the pressed powder highlighters. Highlighter says highlighter and bronzer. I didn't pick up any of the bronzers though. I just picked up one highlight to try out, and this is actually way darker than I thought it was going to be. Picked up 4 concealers. 2 of them are the same shade. I picked up 2 light neutral 15, which of course I'm going to use for under eyes. And then I picked up medium 30 and deep tan 55. So I wanted to try and do a full face just using these, and it was a little tough to really see what was what, but I always do my research, and I ended up picking up shades that I thought would complement my skin the best. If not, it is what it is, right? So light 15 is very fair, but listen, I heard that this is a dupe for the Tarte Shape Tape concealer, and it almost has the same thickness in bottle. Go ahead and get started. I'm gonna prime my skin. I think I want to go back to my favoriteest Becca backlighting primer. I'm on day 9 of my like bariatric kind of liquid diet. I do eat some solids, but I'm a little tired. It's wearing me thin, but not making me thin, if you catch my drift. I'm just trying to reset my life, guys. That's all I'm doing. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and use my Becca backlighting primer. I already moisturized my skin a few hours ago because I don't sleep. I took a little cat nap, and then, you know, I'm up again. So I'm gonna go in with the shade medium 30, and I kind of wish, I mean, they're pretty descriptive, so I'm not gonna lie and say they're not, but they're pretty descriptive. Now this comes with a flat doe foot applicator. The bottle's pretty nice. These are pretty, they're good consistency. So I'm just going to use the same amount on the wand, or try to use up everything that's on the wand. I'm gonna spritz my face a little bit because I have dry skin and I like the extra moisture. I'm gonna use my Morphe M439 brush. Ooh, look at that blendability. Now I'm using the same techniques that I use every day for all my foundations. If it doesn't work with what I like to do, then I will, oh my, okay, I saw some videos on this stuff and I did not believe that it'll be that smooth on my face. I'm gonna go in with my sponge like I always do, just to press the product in and blend. I just like this technique for every foundation I use on my skin because I have dry skin, so I like to kind of help blend or push into the skin more so that I get that flawless look. And sometimes with some foundations it just still looks crappy, crepey, and ugh. Ugh should be a description on products, by the way. Damn, they need to bottle this up as a foundation. Oh, I'm gonna go ahead and highlight using the shade Light Neutral 15, which is usually a shade that I normally am. And I'm just gonna do a small triangle like that. Well, damn. And then I'm going to go right here in the center of my face. I promise you, this works. And then I like to go right here because I find that it still neutralizes this area for some reason. I look crazy. I don't ever like looking in the viewfinder, but I have to because I gotta make sure that we're focused. So I'm gonna let that set a little bit. I said a little triangle, right? I lied, I'm sorry. Now, I know that this is a startup lineup. My biggest gripe with this is that I think this was like the second tannish shade. This is Deep Tan 55. This is very cool tone. Very cool tone. I don't know if you guys can tell from the one, but you'll see when I put it on my skin. And I don't like to cream contour on my skin too much. Why is my hair taking all the run out of it? But I'll do it for you. This looks very pinky neutral. And I'm not going all the way down. I'm just like that. That's it. This is scary as hell. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and blend my forehead. Oh my god, there's a lot of product. This is too much. Oh, let me take off my ring because this one is clicking too much. This is really reddish. I wanted to go with a neutral shade because, I mean, if I go too warm, it's just going to defeat the purpose. This is a lot. I put too much. For my liking, Not saying that it's too much for some, but I look really red. This looks like a dookie strip. We'll make it work. It's not like I can't. Go in with my foundation brush and kind of clean this up right here because that's not cute. And that's usually how I blend in my cream contours on clients. I will usually go in with the sponge just to get it blended out, and then I'll go in with the brush to help as well. Sometimes when you go in with the brush first, you get a little bit harsher results, like it doesn't spread better. This is red. It blends out really beautifully. I'm not going to front on that, but holy crap on a cracker. I'm gonna blend this downward now. Oh my. Now I'm gonna take my forehead and blend this out. This is a beautiful concealer though, I'll give it that. But that deep 55 shade just stressed me the hell out, to be honest. My Coty Airspun to set my under eyes, and then I'm going to work on my skin. So I'm going to take a little bit of Coty Airspun and press this in. I hope this holds up nicely because it looks beautiful on the skin. Like, look at that. I just added my Airspun and it looks totally different. Like, it smoothed it out beautifully. And I like Coty Airspun. I know a lot of people might not like it too much. And I'm just setting my lids per usual. Once you put powder to it, it almost like gives you that, I don't want to say like full on airbrushed, but pretty damn close to like airbrush. I take my Super Stay Better Skin powder. This is in the shade number 25, Nude Beige, which is kind of right up my alley. And I'm going to take some and just start setting. I mean, it does leave a sticky layer, so start setting my face with it. I'm going to go in with my Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. I'm going to go in with this shade right here. I never remember the name, but it's her cooler tone one. And I'm going to just set that. So I'm going to go in and do my brows real quick. I'm using the Oh So Lovable Subculture palette. I'm just going to go in with something and do my thing. Anyway, I'm going to take my Sonia Kashuk brush and go into Roxy. My cat is just too busy meowing right now. I'm going to go in with the shade Mercury, which is the grayish shade. Go in with Dawn, which is actually really pretty all over the lid shade. Like, this is good to set your concealer or your like primer with. So pretty. All right, I'm gonna take my Smith 220 brush and I'm gonna go in with Access. I'm gonna go in with my Sonia Kashuk brush again and take a little bit more Roxy on the brush and just blend that out. I'm gonna go in with Colourpop's DTLA pencil, Lash Paradise mascara. Like, this is the look I've been doing all week for work pretty much. I haven't used this one in a while. This is the Cargo Blush in Bali. I remember I got this on clearance years ago, and I actually really do like it. It's very pink though. I'm using a Wet n Wild powder brush. For highlight, I'm gonna go in with, alright, first of all, I didn't even do my inner corner highlight, which was disrespectful. Go in with the, I heard that this was still available at Sephora. I just saw a comment on it this morning, and while I'm kind of desperate to get it, I'm not that desperate to get it from Sephora, if you catch my drift. Again, I don't shop at Sephora, so. Alrighty, I'll turn into another color. I'm gonna do the shade Glow Getter and mix it with 143. And I'm gonna use my Sigma F35 brush. And I'm just gonna, right there. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! I forgot I had a highlighter. Well, I mixed those two together. I'm gonna take my sponge real quick. And just blend that out. Oh no! Well, whatever. Anyway, I got Freak Like Me highlighter by Colourpop. I'm an idiot. What a god. The packaging is probably stain. It's probably gonna stain. It feels like, unless they have like a film on it where we can wipe it off, but it feels like you can get doity. But look at that. I love this packaging. Anyway, I'll show you guys Freak Like Me, which is definitely, you know what, it does look like Kitty Cat from the Anastasia palette. Actually, it looks like a mix of Kitty Cat and Daydream, to be honest. Ooh, yawns. Alright, I know I already put highlighter, guys, don't judge me. Oh. It doesn't even, oh. Ooh la la. Oh man. Yeah. This is gold. I know I just put highlighter, guys. Don't judge me. But holy crap. Yes, Colourpop come through. Because you know what? To be honest, I think I was just talking about it with one of my colleagues. She likes Colourpop, but doesn't really like the feel of their like highlighters. Because, you know, they have that cream powder consistency. Oh, bitch. Oh. I'm gonna spritz my face with homemade setting spray. It just is what it is. Lips, I'm gonna go in with the Colourpop Ultra Matte Lippy, and this one is in Beeper. It's one of my favorite shades. I like Trap, Beeper, Tool, which is really dark. This one is just right. So guys, this is the completed look. I'm still in my pajamas. So it is now 5:12 in the morning. I've been getting ready for like 40 minutes or whatever, 50 minutes. Taking my sweet time talking to you guys. So anyway, but I've had this concealer slash foundation on for about 25-30 minutes. For $6, I think this is really great so far. I am going to go ahead and relax because I have about an hour to go before I have to actually leave. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get ready in about 45 minutes and then come back to you guys and just touch base to see how it looks, you know, throughout, and then just kind of say my farewells, and then I will check back with you guys later on tonight when I am fully done with my shift and I get home and I want to pull my hair out. So yes guys, so I will be back in about an hour. So it is now 6:19 a.m. and I have to head out to work. I've had this on for well over an hour. I want to say about an hour and a half or an hour and 20 minutes, and I feel like my skin looks really good. At first, I will admit that this deep tan 55 shade is super pink when it goes onto the skin, almost reddish pink, and it does oxidize enough that it's workable. Of course, I did set it with a neutral contour shade, something cool tone from the Kat Von D contour palette, but I was able to blend it in. Shade Light 15 is actually beautiful. I feel like I'm very bright under the eyes, and you know, it just brings that out. These are super pigmented, and the viscosity on these are a little bit creamier than like say for instance the Urban Decay Naked Skin concealer, any of the more liquidous concealers. This is like very creamy, beautiful, pigmented. You don't need much. The shade that I used on my face was medium 30, which I think was perfect. Like it was a perfect match for my skin tone. It was like the perfect warmth but neutralness. Like it just wasn't too yellow on me, and I think this is a perfect shade for all over the skin. Now for $6, I think these concealers are great so far. Of course, I'm gonna touch base with you guys to see how my skin looks after work. So the only thing I would probably touch up is my lips, and if I need to do any blotting, I will do it with you guys in front of the camera, so that way you guys can see how my skin looks after a long day of work. So I'm not sure when I'll be home today. I'm not sure if I'm calling it an early day or if I'm doing my full day or extra time. I'm not sure. This, I do want to pick up a few more of these highlights. This one is in the shade, doesn't say, huh? This one doesn't say the shade, huh? So I find this strange because it doesn't, am I missing something? This doesn't say the shade on it. It says it on the box, Freak Like Me. If there's a sticker, I just put the sticker on the back of it. Anyway guys, I will see you guys later. Mwah. Loves, I am back. It is now 5:14 p.m. and I've had this on for well over 13 hours. I am actually loving this concealer. I just wanted to give you like a quick recap of what I used. I used 3 shades, one for highlights, one for actual foundation, and one for contouring. Now I do feel like I went really heavy on the contouring, but my skin has held up pretty well. I have teared up throughout the day, and I've lost like some of my eye makeup, and around my nose I did wipe, so some of it has come off a little bit, but overall it's not too cakey. My skin feels smooth. I have not blotted. I haven't needed to, even though I was walking outside when I was on break and stuff like that, and I mean the weather was warm. It was very warm, and it's humid in this room right now, so I'm not, you know, getting shiny on the forehead or anything like that. I'm sure I can blot if I wanted to. And a little bit of foundation comes off, not too much. Some days are better than others. Around my nose area, it always like breaks up the most. It's usually just if I'm scratching. I'm always itchy around there. I don't know why. And around my eyes right here, it's not too creasy. I am exhausted though. I'm done for today. I'm like checked the hell out, and I wanted to give you guys a quick update. So overall, these concealers are bomb for $6. I totally recommend checking them out. And the only one thing I hope is that they expand their shade range, because I mean, they have potential and there's no reason why they should not expand their shade range, which is something that annoys me to the dickens, because I think I forgot who I saw that did a review on these. I want to say it was Jackie Aina, and the darkest shade just was barely enough. So come on now, we got to do better. It's 2017. So as far as shade ranges goes, I hope that they expand their shade range. This highlighter right here, I mean, beautiful. I haven't even touched up my lipstick, and I've drank my shakes today, and I ate some shrimp, and that's it. That's pretty much all I've had today, just fluids and then the shrimp. And I haven't even touched up my lipstick, so they're very, very dry right now. So anyway, overall, the concealers are bomb. I have dry skin, so dry in combo, so it gets oily sometimes, like right on the forehead and the nose. And I will say that I am loving it. I do feel like it did oxidize, but not so much. Like, it's not too much. Anyway, guys, that's pretty much it for my Colourpop No Filter Concealer review. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you guys like this video. Please thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. And as always, I will see you guys in my next video. Love you guys. Bye.